Yo, got a question. Shout out to the boxing enthusiasts for the question. Which one suffered the worst defeat? Haney or Spence? In my mind, it's Haney. Purely off the context of who you lost to. What was the narrative going into the fight? And going into the Spence fight, it was two different narratives. It was one narrative that everybody thought that Spence was gonna run through Crawford, and there was a narrative that people thought Crawford was too skilled, which proved to be true in the fight. But the Haney Ryan Garcia thing, that was never a 50-50 fight, ever. Not even on paper, because that was never never. Like, this the same guy that Haney claimed that was levels below him, a C-level fighter, a YouTube dude, somebody that doesn't take the sport of boxing serious and don't belong. And you said you were going to show that it was levels and all this other shit. And yes, I know he tested positive. You ain't got to tell me that in the comments. But the fact remains is, Devin Haney is supposed to be renowned as this defensive wizard, but he kept getting hit with the same punch over and over again. And that's just something that I won't understand. Like, yeah, him testing positive for eye strain might control how hard the punches were, or whatever. It might control how fast it is. But in 12 rounds, you didn't pick up on the timing. It ain't like he was in the motherfucker throwing like Sugar Ray Leonard or Roy Jones and no shit like that. I don't feel like those punches was fast to the point where he shouldn't have been able to, like, not be able to pick up on them. You this defensive wizard, why you can't pick up on it? This is simply a worse defeat purely off the fact of the level of the opponent that they lost to. Is the Spence loss is more visibly egregious of the two fights, but if we talking about who was supposed to lose, Haney wasn't supposed to lose. It was a higher chance that Spence lost that fight with Crawford than Haney lose the fight with Garcia. It was flat out embarrassing, actually. You can say what you want to say. You can disagree. I don't care. But let me hear why you think that the Haney loss isn't as bad. Because if you're a Spence, if you lose to the pound for pound number one and number two guy, it's not as bad as losing to a guy that's never been a world champion, never had a major win in his career, and was drinking and smoking the whole way through. I just view that as that being worse. You lost to somebody inferior that you shouldn't have no business losing to. I could be wrong about that, but that's how I feel. You let me know what y'all think.